So you want to know how to get easy points in Arena, huh? Well, you came to the right place because I'm going to give you 3 ways on how to get them points. The first way is going to be the sweat way. The second way is going to be for your average player, and the third way is for your absolute bot. Okay, let's assume that you're a sweat and you dominate the game. I want you to land hot, craggy, steamy, colossal, or pleasant. Now, the idea behind this is that you want to rack up as many kills as possible. So Pleasant's a really hot spot. As you can see, there's probably anywhere between 15 and maybe even 20 people landing here. So if you cleaned up all of these kills, you could essentially have 200-300 points. Now, what makes landing hot so tough is you don't know the loot you're gonna get. You may end up with all bows and your opponent may end up with a thick pump. But if you're Clicks or Clicks Jr., this is gonna be the quickest way to get to champs. If you have a 15 kill game, that's 300 points. Plus you get 3rd place. You've almost made 500 points in one game. Now you do that several times in a night, you be halfway to champs. 2 days you're in champs. But for your average player and for your bot player, this is not going to be the way. Now this method is going to be for your average player. Most of us are going to fall into this category, and this is going to be your best option for getting arena points. I quite honestly think this is the best method for any level of player. Like, this method is so efficient, I don't see why everybody don't do it. So what you're going to want to do is land somewhere where you can get mats, shield, and the weapons you want. In this situation, I'm going to land at bridge. Now when you play creative, you seem to do really well, right? But then when you come into a public match, you don't play as well. Why? Because you run out of mats, you have no shield, you don't have a thick pump. You have a makeshift, you have 25 health, and you just get absolute bodied because you only had 20 mats. So you could land at a place like Lil Junk over there, go get you a thick pump, but you may be risking running into other players. But it's going to be a lot better than landing hot. But quite honestly, I recommend you land at a place like this. So nobody landed here, I'm going to go right for the shield truck. And voila, I have an advantage on everybody right now. I have 200 HP, and a lot of them only have 100. We get us a blue makeshift. We got another chest over here, then we also got the tents. Unfortunately, we get 3 makeshifts this game, but theoretically, you should be able to get you a shotgun and an AR. So now look at us. We're going to have a purple pump. We have over 400 mats. We have full shield, and honestly, we're ready to fight. We just need a secondary. And it's already down to 46 players, so it won't be long till we get placement points. Now, we found minis and another makeshift. That's actually unreal that we found 4 makeshifts here. That's not going to happen very often, but it does happen. Now, once you've looted all that, you can rotate to this little building. May have a chest, may have a weapon. We find us a harpoon that we can use as our secondary. Now we can rotate into Boney and pick a fight. But you could also camp it out if you want at this point. But the idea behind it is to get ready to fight. Now you can win one. Alright, so we got a guy running up here. We can give him a little bit of a laser. He goes hide in the bush. So we drop down and he hits me for over 100. But that's okay because I had 100 shield. Now imagine you had dropped right at the beginning of the game and you had no shield, you would have been dead already. So now I hit him for 100 and now he's in shambles. So I just hard push, come up here, bam, he's out the game. I'm back to 150. Now look at us. We got a kill. We're going to end up getting placement points. We got a thick, we got a scar, we got big shields. I mean, we're stacked. Now, isn't this way better than landing hot and dying off rip? So ultimately in this game, we ended up with 6 kills and we made it to top 4. So with the average method, we made around 240 points. You do a couple of those in a night and you've made 1,000, 2,000 points. And just as an FYI, I do suggest the average way all of the time. Now the moment that we've all been waiting for. This is going to be the easiest way to get arena points if you're not looking to fight or if you're not looking to play. Now, I don't recommend this method, but it is going to get you to Champion League and it's going to get you there pretty quick. But what it's not going to do is make you good at the game. It's probably going to make you worse. So here's what you're going to want to do. When the bus gets almost to the middle of the map, jump out, pull your glider right away. Now, I want you to just hover here. do not move. We're gonna wait here for the next minute until the first zone shows. Now we got about 8 seconds left until the zone reveals itself. We're down to 81 players. And when it does, we're gonna mark the middle of it and go to it. Now there's a couple things you can do here. You could veer off and go to that little cabin down there, go get you a little bit of loot, and you would be right in the middle of zone. So I mean, you really got an advantage. You'll probably get next zone. But that's not the method that I'm showing you. What you're gonna wanna do if you wanna avoid all fights is pick you a tree and land in it. So now not only am I in a tree out of sight, but I'm also right in the middle of zone where theoretically I should get the next zone. Now I did this 5 games in a row, and at the end of this video I'm going to show you what happened in 5 games. But basically you could sit in this tree the whole entire game, get not only 1 but 2 placement points, which is going to get you 90 points every single game, and you do not have to move. The only way that this plan's going to fail is if somebody comes to farm this tree. Hopefully they leave it 1 hit, but if they don't, you're probably dead. Now we got about a minute before this zone closes. We're down to 33 people, so we're getting really close to them first placement points. And here we are, moment of truth. Yep, and we did. We got zoned. So now we can sit in this spot for almost 4 minutes, and there's 30 people left, so we're almost guaranteed to get them first placement points. Maybe even 2. We're up 60 points. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get the next zone, but we got 20 players left. We got about a minute and a half, so you can make a decision here. Either jump out of the tree. You may take a lot of fall damage depending on how high you are, but you could just wait here and try to get top 15. And in this situation, that's exactly what we're going to do. We got about 30 seconds left. There goes another player. We just need 1 more to get them placement. And voila, double placement points with no weapon, and I did not move this entire game. But now if you want to continue this game, you're gonna have to drop out of the tree, either go pick you up a weapon or try to avoid all players. In this situation, I didn't realize that I was so high that I'd die, but yeah. Don't do that when you jump out of the tree. And check out this guy. We go right to a dude chilling in a bush. I wonder if he was doing the same thing. He does have weapons though, so. Now in the 5 games that I did this, I did not move. I landed middle of zone in a tree, and I stepped away from my computer. I went and watched Netflix, came back and was like, oh nice, I got 5th place, 17th place, 14th place, 10th place, 6th place. Like what? That's actually insane. I almost got double points, sometimes triple points every single time. So as I say, guys, I don't really recommend that last method, but if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. All I'm here to do is tell you how you can do it, and what you do is totally up to you. But if it was me, I would suggest method number 2. That's going to be your best bet for playing out a whole game, getting kills, getting placement points, and not being an absolute bot at the game, because that is not going to get you good sitting here in the tree. Your hands are going cold. By the time you get in a fight, you're not going to be ready to fight. Let alone, I don't even have a weapon, so what can I do? But I hope this video helped y'all. At the very least, gave you some insight on how to get easy arena points. If it did help you, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up.